Nobody's ever really asked me this question before. How did I ever come about wanting to be in sports, wanting to be a sports writer or things like that. But actually it all started maybe when I was in, second grade, watching Yankees baseball. The Yankees of the 90s were probably the best baseball team in the history of baseball, period. So watching that with my father, it really sparked my interest, watching the World Series, watching them just tear apart teams. And that's how I knew I wanted to just be involved in sports.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Kean Alumni Stadium. I'm Ryan Gatos, alongside with my partner in crime, Kevin Henry. It is a beautiful day out here for some men's lacrosse action. It is Farmingdale State coming all the way here to play your Kean Cougars.
I've had a lot of experience with the Tower. I've had a lot of experience with an internship with the Home News Tribune and Courier News. And now doing broadcasting for Kean Live, it's really broadened my horizons. And I know journalists can't do just one thing anymore. You have to be able to do radio, TV, and write just to have an edge over some other people in the competition. And I love doing broadcasting. I've even had a radio show on WKNJ 90.3 last fall, and I love doing that. It's just something I love to do. I'm passionate about sports and my writing, and I love it.
Ryan's a cool guy. I did my first game with him actually, volleyball and basketball, and he really showed me the ropes of Kean Live, I guess you could say. He really makes it easier for me. I mean, the kid, we just, before the game, we talk about how we want it to go, who's going to bring us in, who's going to bring us out, who's going to do play-by-play color commentary. He really organizes it, and I mean, the amount of preparation he does, it just makes every game seem a lot easier.
So mainly what I do, depending on what game I'm going to call, whether it's baseball, softball, basketball, volleyball, lacrosse, field hockey, whatever, I usually go on the Kean Athletics site, keanathletics.com, and I look at the roster of each team, of the Cougars first, and then I break down their statistics and write a little bit of notes, maybe look at trends from the past 3 games and look to see how they're doing. And I write a couple notes down, and then I go to their opponent, whoever it may be, or Ramapo, Montclair State, and I try to write down a little bit of stats from them, make sure I know their roster. And then from there, once I get to the game, I like to have my tablet with me so I can pull up stats just offhand. And usually when you get, for home games, they give you a press kit, and then that's the Athletics makes up the press kit. And then once I get that, I go over it again. I look to see who's next on Kean's schedule. And then when the rosters get announced for each team, I like to highlight each player so I know who's starting and whose name I have to remember throughout the entire game.
I've known Ryan since about his sophomore year here at Kean, and he's grown tremendously as a student and as a person. I've had him in class a few times, and I've worked with him at the Tower. I know he has a wealth of knowledge in both broadcasting and writing. He's a terrific journalism student, and he's up to date with modern technology and how to do it, and I think he's going to be a great success in the field when he graduates.
Whether it's writing, doing TV broadcasts, radio broadcasts, I like to be somewhere where it's fun, someplace where I love to go into work each day, and somewhere I can talk about sports for hopefully the rest of my life. If I'm in sports for the rest of my life, it would be a dream come true.
I'm Ryan Gatos. Thank you for watching another broadcast of Kean Live, your home for Cougar Sports.